Hi everyone, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. This is Love Apparel, and today's video will showing us how I went about the cutting and sewing of this beautiful gown you saw on my thumbnail. So if this is what you're interested in, definitely keep on watching, and if you are yet to subscribe to my YouTube channel, please subscribe, like, share and comment on this video. Without wasting no time, let's get started. I'm going ahead to mark my lines. This for my front pattern. I've marked my shoulder line, my chest line, my bust, my under bust, my half length and the length of the top. So on my neckline, I came in with 3 inches. I came down with 3 inches for my neck width and my neck depth, and I curved the line. I mark 1 inches for my shoulder slope and I connect it to my neckline. I divide my bust by 4 and mark, plus my 2-inch seam allowance. I mark. I divide my under bust by 4 and mark, plus my 2 inches seam allowance. I divide my half length by 4 and mark, plus my 2-inch seam allowance. I divide my nipple by 2 and mark. I make a straight line connecting it to my bust and under bust. So I mark 1 inches. I mark half an inch for my dart. I make a straight line connecting it. I mark a straight line from my shoulder to my bust point and I curve my dart, just as you can see me doing. 1.5 inches we took off, I will be inserting it back on my measurement because that line is going off. From my shoulder I came down with 6.5 inches. I make a straight line. I connect it to my bust line. On both sides I came out with half an inch and connect it to my nipple to nipple line. So this is my bust tightening. I divide my shoulder by 2 to get the midpoint. I came in with half an inch and I curve it to my armhole. So I'll connect the dot line I marked. From that chest line I came up with 2 inches again because these 2 inches I'll be attaching it on the clothes. The 2 inches will be going off. I will attach it. So let's go ahead and cut it off. This is it for our front pattern. So let's mark the back pattern. So I went ahead to mark my shoulder line, my chest line, my half length and my top length. So I mark 1 inches aside for my zipper allowance. For my chest line I came down with 6 inches. I make a straight line. For this is the off shoulder line. I divide my bust by 4 and mark. With my 2-inch seam allowance I mark. I divide my half length by 4 and mark, plus my 2-inch seam allowance and mark. On my chest line I divide my shoulder by 2. I make a straight line. I get my midpoint and I curve it for my armhole. So I connect it. After connecting my armhole, I marked my line. On my shoulder line, on my off shoulder line, I make a curve because it's not a straight line. I divide my nipple by nipple and mark to get my dart, to get my back dart. On the half length, I came out on both sides with half an inch and make a straight line connecting it to my dart line. So let's go ahead and cut it off. So here, I've placed the front pattern on the back pattern. I want it to be equal. So I will go ahead and cut it off because the back pattern and the front pattern are the same thing. With them, I'll cut it off just like you see it on this picture and I'll attach 2 inches material to it. So let's go ahead and cut it on our fabric. Just watch the lines I'm cutting. Meanwhile, you will cut on your fabric unfold. So this is it for the back pattern. Go ahead and cut for the front pattern. This is the side front pattern. And for the center front pattern, you will still cut unfold. So this is it. After cutting it, As you can see it, I cut and fold. I will go ahead and mark my gown pattern. But while marking it, I missed some script. So I'll just go ahead and highlight what I marked. I marked from my waist to my hip line. I divide my waist by 4 and mark plus my 2 inches seam allowance. I divide my hip by 4 and mark plus my 2 inch seam allowance, and I cut the line. This is the front pattern. For the back pattern, the difference is just the zipper allowance and you split it open. So if you don't know how to cut your skirt pattern, you can check out the link in my bio. So I'm gonna head to mark and added 1 inches for my zipper allowance. After cutting it, I'll go ahead and split it open. Notched it. For my front pattern, I've gone ahead to join the center and the side. I added my wording, as you can see. After joining it, the front and back, I cut 2 inches of fold for the neck, round, shoulder. I had to attach my back, my zipper, my dart, and attach it both to the down pattern. So the way you see me attach it, that's how I attached the front. Here is my front pattern, and my back pattern. I just notch the middle. I'll go ahead to my machine and sew it. After sewing it, my lining also have sewn it. I will just join it together. Gown does not have the same sleeve with the one on the picture because she wanted to twin with her daughter. So you can see my client and her baby girl dancing and rejoicing. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.